first I'll now go into a bit uh, more detailed way you have pursued different kinds of projects. So the first project that now comes to my mind is uh, a machine learning project that you have done or you are currently doing for your thesis. I think that's a really interesting idea. Tell us about that.
Okay, so first for the context, the project is we wanted to build a lip reading system, and the motivation for that is that in a hospital there are often people in intensive care units that they are unable to speak for a while because they did some medical procedure and they are unable to speak with their voices. They are unable to produce sound. And while that is happening, they are still in need of doing requests and asking for different things as, okay, I'm hungry. I would like to talk to my family. I need to see a doctor. I am in pain. And the simple requests that they have a hard time explaining them to the nurses and to the doctors, given that they can't talk. And then what we wanted to do was to put a camera in front of them and run an algorithm inside this camera that could record this person and output the sentence that this person was trying to speak. And so that was the motivation for the project. And yeah, then well, maybe going into details of it, was what I built was there is a neural network there. And we built was actually something interesting because our idea was that we could improve the performance of our model by using audio during training, which is okay. It's a lip reading task. So if you're using audio on test time, maybe you're kind of cheating in some sense because you're not lip reading and you won't be able to do that on a real scenario. But then we figured out a way that we could use this audio during training and replace it by kind of an estimation of this audio on test time. And this estimation was based solely on the lips of the speaker, so on the video of the lips of the speaker. And afterwards, using this estimation of the audio, we could predict the sentence and have like a good quality of our prediction when compared to a model that took the video of the lips and outputted the sentence directly. So
Ah,
stepping backwards, like the default approach to perform a lip reading task would be, okay, you have a video of the lips of the speaker, and then from this video, you put a little network on the top of that and try to output directly the sentence that this person tried to speak. And what I did a step backwards and, okay, let's first have a model that given the audio of this person speaking, I can output the sentence. Then, okay, now given the video of this person speaking, let's try to estimate this audio. And now let's connect both parts and replace the real audio that we used to train this process in the beginning.
okay. So
And then,
essentially, it was a way to simplify the process because if you think about lip reading, it can be there's a lot of stuff there. So also audio and the video content as well, and yeah, and it's like the lips are moving and you have to associate it with the audio. So a lot of things going on, and so the motivation to first feed just the audio was to kind of simplify it a bit, right?
and the motivation was that intuitively, it's easier to listen to a person speaking and then output a sentence that this person is saying. It's kind of intuitive. It's
Yeah.
easier than seeing the lips of a person moving and output that sentence.
Ah,
So,
okay.
okay, so solving from the audio to the sentence seems like a simpler task. And then the problem is, okay, how do we use the simple task in order to improve our system that is not based on the audio? And then what we find out is that, okay, from the video to estimating the audio or some parameters, some characteristics of the audio is a simpler task than estimating from the video the sentence that that person spoke. So we can better estimate some characteristics of the audio that that person spoke than what we can estimate the actual sentence that that person spoke. So we had two different processes that are simpler than the original task of seeing lists and outputting a sentence. And by combining these two simpler processes, we obtain a comparable result with our benchmark that was only lip reading, and we converged to this result in a much smaller time than what the model doing lip reading end to end did. So that was.
Okay. So you're finished with your thesis now, or is it ongoing?
Now I am writing it. I'm
Ah,
really
so
close to finish the test.
so
So
the
it's,
thing is done. Like you have gotten the results of the of training the model. You have the now you're just documenting it, right?
yeah. So well, part of the thesis work is writing your thesis itself,
Yeah.
not just the project. I
Exactly.
wish it were just the project because that's the cool part. But yeah, now I am writing, describing, okay, what is the background for this work? What was our methodology for tackling this problem? What were the results that we got? And yeah, so I'm writing those things.